Hello, in this video let me introduce the foot roll and the ball joint when importing your animation to the character, and continue from last video. Let's first open our sample file, the mapping 02, and you can see that there is already some of the animation on this character. Let's first select a controller for that and remove the animation from this character. Select this controller and open the mapping window and delete the animation. You can see that the character return to the default pose, and then we need to click the unmatch because we need to continue and manipulate some of the mapping information. So we need to click the unmatch so that we can return back to the safety mode. We can continue to do some operation on this mapping window. And before we setting up the foot roll, we need to introduce the joint tab. The joint tab contains some of the joints, the mapping information. These information are some of the very specific in usage. For example, if we want to export the animation from this character, we need to map all of these joints for the character. And if we want to import the animation with the foot roll, the ball joint setup, we need to map the legs. So at this time, we want to operate on this the foot roll. We need to map the legs, and let's first open the outliner and hide some of the elements in the scene. Here we need to hide the motion system, Control H, and then select the joints. Please make sure these joints are the skinning joint instead of the controller joint, because we need to calculate some of the position and the relationship for this kind of a leg. So we needed to do that. Map the upper leg, the lower leg, and foot, and toe, and the end of the foot. Please select this carefully, and here map. Okay, everything is done. And then let's unhide the motion system for this kind of a rig. And in the next video we're going to export the animation from this character, and we will continue to map these arms. So let's continue with our ball setup, and make our foot can roll with the animation importing. And if we want to set up the foot roll, we need to first select which controller can determine this kind of the effect. For example, in this kind of a setup, this rotation, okay, this rotation value is determining the foot roll rotation. So we just need to focus on this one, 0 to 0. And here is the slot. You can see that the left foot, we needed to select this one, and also select this attribute. Select the controller and the attribute at the same time, and click the hue. You can see that this kind of controller and its attribute has been filled in this place. And let's do the same thing on the right. Click this one, and rotation X. You can see that this can determine the foot rotation. Okay, and make sure we select this controller and the attribute, and click this one. And then we need to specify a range which we want this controller to get. For example, this one, let's select this. You can see that this is a 0 to something like this, 65 or 70. We just needed to set up the this is minimize. I can see that this is some of the illustration on the foot, and flat 0 and 70 is just lift the foot, and let's turn to 0. And for the right leg, for the right foot, we do the same thing. You can see that like this, 70. This is kind of a range, but not very. You don't need to make that very precise, because our system will calculate it automatically and find the best solution when importing the animation. So at this time, and everything is get ready, and we can import the animation to this character with the foot roll and the ball joint. Let's do that, and let's click 6 and hit this match again, and you can see that this circle will turn to the green, so that means we can import the animation to this character safety. At this time, let's select some of the animation in our library with foot roll, for example, the walk. And for example, like this one. Okay, let's click that, and let's check this out. You can see that the foot with some of the rotation here, like this. So that is exactly what we need, and we're going to import the animation with this one, and then let's right click on the Maya icon and select exactly the Maya which we want to import the animation in, and you can see that it turned to the Maya 2017, and they make sure we select any part of this character and put the frame to where we want to import, for example the second frame, and then click the import, and the animation will go to this character directly. And you can see that the foot is rotating at this time. So this is more realistic than the previous version. You can see that the left and the right are both fine. Okay, this is an introduction for the foot roll and the ball joint setup. Thank you for watching. See you next time.